My greatest criticism of Obi, I love him as a person.
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant and all, but I can't divorce him from the fact that he worked hand in hand with Abacha. He was the MD of the National Ports Authority under a regime like General Sani Abacha's regime. We know that in this world, the corruption of a country starts at its ports. How can we have this great, fantastic political leader who is a saint today but worked with General Abacha?
Nigerians have an idea that you may need to look for a saint, but there is corruption even in the Vatican where the Pope is. There is corruption in Mecca where people go as the Holy Land to go and stone the devil at the Mount of Arafat. The issue is, are the characters and competencies of a person pointing to the fact that you can use public office for public good? If you want to check on those bases, Peter Obi, a person like him, has been consistent with his politics. And look, if you want to really be fair to the person of Peter Obi, of course he could have worked in the Abacha administration, he could have worked, but what has been his track record? What was his wealth before going into public office as a governor? What did he get after? Remember that for the kind of opposition Peter Obi has been, if there was one thing that the government would have had against Peter Obi, he should be in court. The person who succeeded Peter Obi is in the EFCC also,
one of the anchors
questioning for money
of the Honest Bunch podcast. In the interview they had with Randy Peter, this Randy Peter, I've never heard of him before, to be frank, but that young man was fire when he appeared at Honest Bunch podcast. He did not only defend Peter Obi effectively, he demolished Reno Omokri, who had earlier appeared on that podcast and spewed all kinds of lies against Peter Obi. But this question that was raised by Daddy Freeze about Peter Obi, that he worked for Abacha, he say he cannot understand how Peter Obi worked hand in hand, the way he put it, hand in hand with Abacha. You would think that Peter Obi was the managing director of the NPA, as he mischievously misled the Nigerian public. He said that Peter Obi was the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority. That was a lie from the pit of hell. And Daddy Freeze, as a senior journalist, a senior media personality, he ought to have known that it was not true that Peter Obi was managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority under Abacha. Okay. But I think he deliberately want to mislead and misinform the public, feigning ignorant, because he can't tell me that he couldn't do his simple research as a journalist, as a media personality, who has been a radio host for years before now that he's at the Honest Bunch, that he couldn't do his research to know that it was not true, that misinformation that Peter Obi worked for Abacha. Okay, and it was a question that, the only question that Randy Peter couldn't answer, because you can see how Randy Peter himself struggled to defend Peter Obi on that, because he didn't know any better, and I don't blame him. But I blame Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze cannot claim that he did not know that it was not true that Peter Obi worked for Abacha. So that's one thing. Now let us look at who was the managing director of NPA, Nigerian Ports Authority, as at the time that Abacha was head of state. Remember that Abacha was head of state of Nigeria between 1993 and 1998. The managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority was Engineer Wallace Ahmed. Let me repeat it again. The managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority within the period when Abacha was alive, when he was head of state, was Engineer Wallace Ahmed, who was appointed on April 1993. Okay? And he left when Abacha was already dead because his tenure ended August 1999. August 1999. So Engineer Wallace Ahmed was the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority. That is what Daddy Freeze failed to acknowledge. Obviously, deliberately, because I don't think he's unaware that that was the case, that Peter Obi has never been the managing director of Nigerian Ports Authority and has never been issued. There's no appointment letter, and I challenge anybody to bring an appointment letter of Peter Obi as managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, or that Peter Obi held any administrative position at the Nigerian Ports Authority as an employee who was appointed by the government of Abacha, or by any government for that matter, to superintend over the Nigerian Ports Authority. I can bet you can't produce such a letter because it never existed at all. You can't see it anywhere. Okay, listen to Peter Obi explain it by himself.
I was telling them a story last night about Abacha. How we went to where almost supposedly be arrested for not paying duty. The port was congested. Everything was under Abacha. You clear goods so faster than you can do today. And we did everything. So we're supposed to be under arrest because they said we didn't pay duty. We didn't do anything. So we went to Abuja to see Abacha. We were 100. They said they're going to lock us up. Only 30 agreed to see him. And when they said I should speak, I started talking. Halfway, the man banged his table and said, "Call, I need the minister." He said, "Form today. What the congestion?" You see this boy who is talking, which is me, Chairman, Tinker. That's how I got involved in the port. And when they finished it, everybody was coming for Apaja for clearing the port. But all he did, he took decision by listening to us.
That was Peter Obi in his own mouth explaining his relationship with Abacha. That was Peter Obi explaining his relationship with Abacha. He narrated a story how himself and others were frustrated because of the congestion at the port in Lagos. Because of that frustration, they form a group to go and meet, to submit a petition in Abuja. They left Lagos to come to Abuja to submit a petition. And many of them were scared that they're going to be arrested. And you know, that was during the military dictatorship of Abacha. But Peter Obi was among the courageous few that eventually attended a meeting where the issue of the port congestion was discussed. And because Peter Obi eloquently spoke as a young person, he was one of the youngest person in that room. He eloquently presented the case of his group, of his fellow importers, that look, the port is congested, we have a challenge. And the way he presented it, Abacha was impressed. Abacha said, okay, that young man, let him head a committee that will help us to resolve the congestion of the port. That appointment did not mean that Peter Obi became the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority. The managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority at the time remains Engineer Wallace Ahmed. So that was how Peter Obi got involved with the Abacha administration. And it was a committee to decongest the ports, to decongest the ports in Lagos. Just a committee. And that committee lasted for only 4 months. Let me repeat it. That committee to decongest the port, which Peter Obi headed, by that, as a result of that impromptu appointment by Abacha, lasted for only 4 months. Obviously, it was a short-lived committee. After the committee finished its assignment of decongesting the port, it was no longer necessary to exist. Only 4 months. That is what people are spreading lies, that Peter Obi worked with Abacha. You can see the way, the seriousness with which Daddy Freeze was saying it. Somebody who walked hand in hand with Abacha. You would think that Peter Obi was Wallace Ahmed that was appointed in 1993 and lasted up to 1999. Now, if you are looking for somebody who walked hand in hand in the port with Abacha, then you look at Wallace Ahmed, Engineer Wallace Ahmed. That was not Peter Obi. Once the port congestion issue was handled, Peter Obi's job was done with it. There was no appointment letter indicating that Peter Obi worked as a staff of NPA, as MD of NPA, or any administrative position as NPA. So it is misinformation by those who don't want the truth to be known about Peter Obi. They like to muddy the waters because their own candidate has nothing credible, no traceable credibility about him. So they want everybody to be painted bad so that their own candidate will be seen as no different from any other person. Integrity makes them unhappy to hear that Peter Obi is a man of integrity, a man of honor. Like Randy Peter said, if there was anything dishonest, illegal about Peter Obi, they would have unleashed it on him by the Tinubu administration by now. But they have nothing on him. That is the truth. They have nothing on him, and all they can do is spread misinformation like this, that while Tinubu was fighting for democracy, Peter Obi was in bed with Abacha. That's the kind of narrative they want to give. But Peter Obi's involvement was basically because people in his business, they had a challenge and they wrote a petition to the government of the day. It could have been any other president. It could have been Babangida that was there. It could have been any other person. As patriotic Nigerians concerned about their business and what was happening in the port, he submitted a petition. They submitted a petition, and Abacha intervened without much problem, and the problem was solved. These same characters that said that their only problem with Peter Obi was that he was in bed with Abacha, he worked with Abacha. Their patron saint was Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari himself was actually the person that worked hand in hand with Abacha. Abacha appointed him at the onset of his administration as the chairman of PTF, Petroleum Trust Fund, I think, PTF. He was like a pseudo-government of his own. Yet, Bola Ahmed Tinubu worked with him for 8 years, sharing the title of national leaders of the APC. And those who support Tinubu will now come and tell us that the problem with Peter Obi is that he walked hand in hand with Abacha. And Buhari didn't walk. Buhari himself, who actually walked hand in hand with Abacha, was a saint to you people. That's hypocrisy of the highest order. I don't know what to think about Daddy Freeze misinformation, that his only problem with Peter Obi is that he walked hand in hand with Abacha, which gives the impression that Peter Obi was with Abacha for 5 years. And he also misinformed the public that Peter Obi was the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, when that was not the case. Whatever is your position on the issue of misinformation about Peter Obi's role during the Abacha regime, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.